everybody, Amber Ludwig here, and I want to welcome you to another episode of the Authentic Leader Q&A. And today's question comes from Pamela Zimmer.
Hi, this is Pamela Zimmer, PamelaZimmer.com. My question for you, Amber, is, when you know what your purpose is, you are passionate about it, and know you're on the right path, how do you stay motivated and productive when everything seems to take a lot longer than you hoped?
Gosh, I so understand this topic. It is hard, especially for online entrepreneurs, to stay focused and motivated in their business. When you work at home, there are so many distractions. And when you work online, there are also so many distractions, primarily Facebook, right? You're with me. So what we have to do first and foremost, in my opinion, is we have to make a plan. If you have a schedule and an order in which you're going to do things during the day, then you're going to find yourself a lot less distracted and a lot more motivated to get those items done. For example, when I'm working during the day, I don't do personal errands. I don't talk to friends. I don't distract myself like that. That's for, when I'm off of work, and then I can go do those things. But when I'm here to work, I am focused. I'm zeroed in. Then I have a schedule for myself every day. When am I going to be doing social media? When am I going to record video or do client coaching calls or blogging? Whatever it is that's in my schedule, that really helps me stay on track throughout the day. If I have that schedule and I'm still not motivated, that's very normal, right? So then what I do is I think about my why. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this video? Why am I doing this video cast or this blog post or social media? Why am I doing my business in general? And when I really start thinking about all of the authors and speakers and coaches and entrepreneurs that I can impact, the talents that I have, the education that I have, the experience that I have a duty to get that out to the world. And if I sit here and stay not motivated, then what good does that do anybody? It certainly doesn't do me any good, and it doesn't do the world any good either. So by thinking about my why, I kind of get out of myself, if that makes sense. I get out of my head and I get excited about the tasks that I can do to get my message, move my message forward. One of the tasks that I would encourage you to look into, Pam, is to record a video similar to this, except it's just you. No one ever has to see it. You don't have to put your makeup on. You don't have to get dressed. But I would just sit there in front of this video and pour your heart out as to why you are on this mission, why you have this business, why it's so important to you. And when you ever feel like you're not motivated, pull out that video and watch yourself. Talk about accountability. Watch yourself and remember your why, and you will end up motivating yourself through that video. Another thing that I would encourage is that whenever we're not motivated, it's usually because we're low in energy or we're feeling a little burnt out. There are different stages of feeling burnt out, but what happens is when we as entrepreneurs get a new idea, right? We're very creative. We have new ideas all the time. But what happens is we start pushing ourselves and pushing ourselves and pushing ourselves to implement that idea. What we don't realize is how much energy that creative process takes, and then how much energy it takes to actually execute on that idea. I am all about slow and steady wins the race. I always have been. I try not to put too much pressure on myself up front or try to get things done in a very unrealistic time frame. Instead, I create that schedule I talked about earlier, and I just try to chip away at it every single day, knowing that by conserving my energy and spending just the right amount on it every single day, not only will I get that project done in very good time, but I won't feel burnt out, and I'll be motivated at that point to carry on to other tasks in my business or to execute on that next big idea. Another way that you can stay motivated is by celebrating the small wins. And I actually first heard about this from Eric Graham, who is a mentor of mine. And he said, Amber, don't just celebrate all the big exciting things that are happening in your business or in your life. Celebrate the little achievements along the way. Anything that you accomplished or that you were proud of or that excited you. Really take some time to let that feeling grow, or write it in your journal, or whatever it is that you want to do. But as online entrepreneurs, we aren't celebrating our small wins nearly enough. But what we are doing is we're looking on social media at everybody else that's going out there and doing incredible things, and this person just launched another book or another new webinar series, or gosh, I feel so behind. Comparison really kills our motivation. So you have to be careful about how much time you're spending on social media, and then just look at the small achievements that you do every single day in your business, and I bet that's going to help you stay more motivated long term. My last piece of advice that I would give you is really be aware or mindful of the people that you surround yourself with. Look at your friends, your family, who you associate with on social media, who are your clients, who are your mentors or coaches. If you are surrounding yourself with people who are achieving more, or who are more positive or naturally more motivated, guess what that's going to do to you and your work behavior? You'll naturally feel more empowered during the day. You'll feel more supported, and also not just from looking at them from afar, but if you ever get in that funk, then just call one of them on the phone and say, hey, I'm not feeling motivated at all today, and I kind of just want to go kick back out in the outside, or lay by the pool, or take a nap. Can you say, what advice do you have? Can you say something to me to get me back on track? Because my goals were really important to me, but I'm just not feeling it in this moment. Can you help? And of course they're going to help. It's really nice having that level of support. So hopefully between all of those strategies that I just gave you, you found the one that really ticks for you, that's going to get you excited. But just know in general that it's totally natural and common to not feel motivated all the time. You don't have to be the Energizer Bunny. You don't have to be perfect all the time. But if you are noticing that this is a pattern, then it's time to look at your lifestyle, your mental behavior, if you're doing the things that you actually are passionate about and want to be doing, and who you surround yourself with. So hopefully that answered your question, Pamela. Feel free to ask me another question anytime that you want on my website at amberludwig.com. And for now, I just want to thank you so much for your question and your support.